If it doesn't hurt, you're not spending enough. That's the fact of the matter. And listen, if you're a Sphere agent, that's fantastic. But if you want to have something to offer for longevity of your team, you're probably going to need leads unless you're an amazing life coach or have something else to offer to keep people around for a while. If you just teach them how to work their own sphere, they can learn that relatively quickly, and you're going to have a real problem with retention. So leads is typically where folks go for that. It's a great way, no matter what you think about leads, they are a great way to get started in real estate. There's really only two ways of finding buyers and sellers that I know of, and one is to pay for them, and the other is to have your family and friends that'll call you. There are many people who may not have the sphere that you have, if you have a great sphere, who don't know where to get started. Leads are a great way for those agents to start selling homes, eventually make those leads their sphere, right? That's how I did. I live in my hometown. I'd moved away for many years. By the time I came back, I didn't know as many people as I did when I left. So I started selling leads. Over time, those leads, I got very good at that. Those leads became my sphere. Nowadays, I don't have to work leads because a lot of them are past clients. They call me back. I'm dug into my community. So I have a fantastic sphere right now. That's great for me. But how do I teach that young agent who just moved here from 4 states away? Or, how do I teach that stay-at-home mom who's super busy with the kids but doesn't have like an organization? The kids are, of school age now, and I don't really have these places where I belong and this large pool of friends. Leads is where they can start. Now, if you don't know how to work the leads, they're not going to know how to work the leads. You're all going to say, leads are terrible, they don't work. I like to say there are no bad leads, only bad agents, although there are bad leads. If the lead spend seems reasonable, you're wasting your time. Hang up the phone. If I am on the phone with a lead source, and when they tell me the cost, I am not immediately furious, that's a bad lead source. When I'm like, are you nuts? That's how much? That's typically going to be my good lead source. If it sounds reasonable and like a rational price, you're buying garbage leads. Garbage leads are going to perform the way you would expect garbage to perform. So quality leads are a thing and are a necessity. Now, you're going to think all leads are garbage if you don't know how to work leads. So if you don't know how to work it, watch some of my other videos where I'm teaching you on a granular level, how to work the leads. But quality leads are number one, learning how to work them and being able to teach how to work them. And if you have expectations that every lead is a great lead, you're going to be disappointed. Most leads, no matter how expensive, are simply a numbers game. It's going to take you a few hundred to find even a few opportunities. That's not uncommon in the world of leads. It's a numbers game. It's a nurture game. It's a long-term investment. It is not a quick turnaround. Figuring out or recognizing what are the best lead sources? You want me to tell you the best lead sources? I can't do that. Because even for me, some of the most well-known lead sources out there have not performed for me. I got a buddy, one particular lead source that you all know of, he kills them. He crushes them. I can't convert them for whatever reason. They don't do well. I sell a few here or there, but they don't do well. There's another source that you all know of that I crush. My entire team crushes. Brand new agents come in, I teach them to crush, and he can't sell them to save his life. So it's not always about the source. Sometimes you just need to feel your way through and figure out the ones that work for you. But that just comes with some trial and error. This is a long-term game. If you are thinking right now you may want a team one day, start buying yourself leads. Start right now, tiptoeing, even if you don't need them. If you're selling as many homes as you can sell, you are not going to be able to learn this in 2 months and turn around and start a team. It's not going to be effective. I'm not saying you can't do it and maybe fake it for 6 months or a year, but you need to get started as soon as possible. All right, now for my secrets. These are my favorite lead sources. We are partners with several referral lead sources. We are just entering the Zillow Flex. Years ago, I turned that down. I went the direction of staying on their market-based pricing to not have to have that referral fee off the top. My agents were able to make a little bit more money. Of course, it did restrict the amount of volume that we got. So we have recently gone into that. Some people, everybody has their opinions of Zillow. For me, there should be no one source that is responsible for all of your business. It takes Sphere business. It takes leads of all types, and anyone that is bringing business into my door is not a devil. So I'm not really of that mindset. I really enjoy our relationship with Zillow.com. We have others as well. Movoto.com are fantastic. They are really up and coming over the last few years. There are multiple platforms you can get into with Movoto.com. We are on their Pro Plus platform that is for teams. I believe that's invitation only as well for teams. It was difficult for us to get in, so those are not always super easy relationships, any of those to get in. What I would recommend is if you want relationships like that, do whatever you can. Start at the bottom rung, work your tail off, and earn your spot on those because they are worth their weight in gold. So definitely do what you can to make an impression for companies like that. We still do a lot of Google PPC, Google pay-per-click. I'll tell you, the Google pay-per-click leads are a much less expensive, lower conversion rate, but it's a numbers game. It doesn't cost a ton of money to get a lot of leads. They are a low conversion rate, so just have the correct expectations. Now, if you have the right person helping you with the right keywords and you're making sure that you're getting the strongest leads that you can from Google, and then you have the systems to help with your follow-up. We have, Follow-Up Boss is our primary CRM. We utilize YLOPO. YLOPO is fantastic for their technology. You can get leads through YLOPO. Those are great leads as well. But the technology on that end, Raya, who is their AI bot who is helping with text messages and even calls, are fantastic for helping you continue to nurture these leads. We found years ago that most of our Google PPC sales that had happened over the course of a 12-month period, most of them had Raya's fingerprints on them. There was a communication and some sort of back and forth with that bot that helped move that transaction along or that relationship. So that's a big one for us. And then there's others as well. But I would encourage you to check out any and all that you can. The referrals are always great. Those are much lower hanging fruit. They cost you a little more. It's a percent off the top. And the stronger the referral, the more it's going to cost you off the top, the less you're going to make. But at the end of the day, if I can work my Sphere and make a bigger percentage, work Google PPC leads and split those with my team and make a little smaller percentage, but at least it's business brought in. If I can have some referral partners that I'm paying a big chunk off the top, but they're dropping business in my lap, the hardest part of that transaction is cultivating a lead for 6 months, 12 months. If they're taking care of that for me and dropping it in my lap and all I got to do is go show a house, if I'm an agent looking to make a living or especially get started in this business, that's pretty appealing. So listen, we'll dig a little deeper into exactly what we're doing with those leads once they come in. But if you're a team leader, if you're an agent, you have any questions, please just shoot me a comment. And as always, subscribe if you want to keep following.